All right, Tara, thank you. An exhibit is telling the story of Cincinnati with every stitch. Back in 2021, one of our favorite local organizations, Learning Through Art, launched a program called Story Quilts. But this weekend, you can see the largest collection of these textile artworks all in one place. And here to talk about the new exhibition is Kevin Wade, CEO of Learning Through Art, and Maria Seda-Reeder, whose name I will just say instead of being crazy with it, from the Wade Pool Gallery in Camp Washington. Ladies, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it so much.
Thanks for having us.
Let's just talk about the idea behind this first. Let's start there.
So in 2021, there was a Truth and Reconciliation project regionally that Arts We've got into, and I was selected as a master artist to do that. And then our partnership with the city, with the Center for Community Resilience at George Washington University, wanted to launch a pilot project here in Cincinnati on Truth and Reconciliation. It's a program to talk about racism, systemic racism, and social injustice. And we decided, I thought, well, let's do something where a person could actually talk about their truth and reconciliation around these very difficult topics and make a quilt square, and then let's create a quilt. And every organization that hosts one of these community conversations, Story Quilt community conversations, we will then take that quilt, give it back, donate it back to them so they can hang it, so that the conversation continues. It's not just one conversation, it's many conversations. So we've had approximately 10 of them, 9 of which were community conversations. The 10th one, we were at Finley Market inviting people to make quilt squares because we made a beautiful quilt for Amal when she was here.
Would you say many different conversations, same kind of thread, if you will?
Yes.
See what I did?
Definitely see where you're going with that.
Pretty good one, I thought. But I mean, there are themes that certainly would shine through in all of them.
So what we did was we provided symbols about resilience and peace and truth and reconciliation, so that you would have a starting point to create your quilt square. But it was really an opportunity for you to sit with your neighbor and really talk about these issues. And then once we did all of that, we had our first showing, not with all 9, but we were at the Loveland Library and had a wonderful return. And then we were at Wave Pool, and they said, why don't we do a gallery exhibition of all of the quilts here?
Wow.
So,
And Maria, what was it about this project that sort of made you want to sort of bring it all under one roof, if you will?
Well, we're a community engaged gallery, so this speaks to everything that we're interested in showing in the exhibition spaces. So we call ourselves community driven, artist led, and so looking to artists around us in our city. We too have worked with a lot of the Truth and Reconciliation grantees, which are through Arts Wave, and there are a lot of wonderful artists doing great things in our city. And so anytime we have the chance to really give that a platform in the gallery space is really important to us. It aligns with our values.
And it seems like, just from a medium standpoint, while quilting is certainly an art, it's not one you necessarily think about being shown off in a gallery.
Yeah.
Did that sort of bring...
These days it is
it's more of a thing.
It's starting to come back into the mainstream, I think, as just as much as we are looking to, older, methods of farming, or, that there is a lot of knowledge and skills that we need to kind of reclaim from history. And so this is just one of the beautiful ways that we're doing that, that artists are doing that. And thankfully we have the privilege of getting to share the work that LTA has been doing for the past few years, so.
That's wonderful. Before we let you get out of here, details, grand opening party, all that kind of stuff.
on Saturday.
Yeah, it's this Saturday from 5 until 8. It's at Wave Pool. And then across the street at Welcome, the Welcome Project, we have bao buns, free taste testings for folks. And there's it's a whole thing. It's a way for us to kind of test out what we're going to be offering at the Welcome Project this year in our kitchen, test kitchen there. So we're going to be having free food samples. There will be drinks and ways to engage in the exhibition.
And I would just like to say that we're going to actually host a community conversation at Wave Pool on February the 1st to kick off Black History Month. So anyone can come. You'll be able to participate in the conversation that is led by our facilitators, and then you'll make your own quilt square, and then of course we'll have a quilt at the end of it, which will then come back to the Wave Pool.
Outstanding. We'll get more information up at local12.com if you'd like to participate in whether it's the grand opening or going out with the conversation or whatever it may be. Ladies, thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
It's wonderful to see you both.